I am a beatboxer. I am a arts educator. I'm a content creator. And I am a survivor. This is my account of what happened on the 12th and 13th of November in 2019 in Melbourne, Australia, roughly 6 days after my 27th birthday. Before I start, I'd like you to understand that the reason for me getting this video out is because of the following reasons. 1, I want the truth to be known, and I want whatever that was done to me to be known. By who and what was done. I also want to tell the other survivors out there who may be watching this video that it's okay to hold your pup accountable. The pup in question and a formal police report was actually launched right after the incident. Immediately after the incident, I did a rape kit. I made a police report. If it happened in Singapore, I'm sure he wouldn't have been able to walk away after he initially got called into the police station. The pup in question, his name is Richard Stephenson from Westmoreland, Jamaica. You know him as Richie Stevens. Maybe the idol that you guys look up to, or your ambassador. It's a shame that one of your ambassadors that was supposed to spread Jamaican culture during the tour that I was on has committed such a heinous act and have shown no regrets. I'm saying this story not just for myself, but the many, many survivors who've had to either stay silent about what happened to them, who never reported, or who still lives with their pup, or walk around. This is a man that preaches religion. Seems like a decent man. A man that both me and the artist on tour that I was on tour with trusted. There are some facts that I would like to be clear. First of all, no consent was given. I am speaking English right now. So if you want to talk about there's a language barrier, I'm sure no is a universal word. No was verbally spoken and blatantly ignored. I did not go into a hotel with him, for those people who have heard several versions of the story. We were staying together in an Airbnb with different rooms. We had a common living space, but that was it. There are no relationships between me. In fact, I called him uncle because the first time he came into Singapore, he tried to stick his tongue down my throat. And I came from a very sheltered place. In Singapore, we don't have a lot of crime of the extent that other people or other countries might face. So I lived a very sheltered life. Initially, when he did that to me, all I did was I just closed my mouth, didn't allow it, but at the same time, as Asians, we are taught to respect our guests. The only thing I asked my friend at that point in time was, is this a Jamaican culture? Is this a Jamaican way of greeting? And that's when she said, no. This is the behavior that he is doing when he's flying the flag of Jamaican up high. Claiming to represent your country, claiming to represent your culture, but this is actually what he's doing. I was on tour. It's called the Jamaican Flavor Tour, with my friend, who I was doing a behind the scenes for, and managing several aspects of the tour. We made sure that the Singapore side was covered, some of the Malaysia side was covered. The tour was planned by her. So, whatever rumor there was that said that we were Chinese girls who only wanted money, look me in the eye now and tell me that I'm lying. Tell me that we needed money. In fact, ask any survivor, do you think the money can ever repay what was taken and what was lost? As much as I hate to say the word, Richie Stevens is the man that raped me. When my friend left for a studio and I stayed behind to do my work. I stayed behind to edit a music video that I was behind on. And we trusted him enough that no funny business was going to be tried when I was left alone with him. This is not the truth. He did take advantage of the fact that I was alone with him. During which he was having phone calls. And he was talking about his mother. How she had a surgery. And he was worried for her. He got so visibly upset. He asked for a hug. I was like, okay, hug, fine. I agreed to a hug. But what I didn't agree after that was how he ignored my pleas to stop. When he went further. When he tried to lie on my tummy. When he tried to hold me down. When every single time I said, no, I'm not comfortable, stop. He said, just relax. This happened in 2019. Yet we're at 2021. And I still remember every single aspect of what had happened. Do you think for a survivor is so easy? It just stops there? How many times of therapy I had to go through? The relationships that I've lost. I was a shell of myself. When I went to the counselor in Melbourne, her voice sounded so far away. I was disassociated. But yet I remember every single thing. Can you imagine how that feels like? He did it not once. First he started to suck his finger, during which I panicked. And I said, I need to go to the toilet. I need to go. What the hell is this? No. He proceeded to try more. And then he penetrated me. And it happened for 3 times. During which there was nothing I could do. He's a way bigger guy than me. Deep in my heart, the only thing that I wish at a point of time, because I realized that I couldn't fight back, was just wishing that my friend would come back. After I reported to the police, we left the apartment. I thought that this nightmare was just stopped there. It didn't. Because the next thing he went to the media of Jamaica and said that the allegations were not true. But let me remind you this. If you go onto my Facebook, the only thing that I said was that I was sexually assaulted. I didn't name him. My friend said that she was going to pull herself off the tour because of the sexual assault. She also didn't name him. Yet, on the Jamaica media, if you search, Jamaican artist rape Australia, right there was zero consideration of the fact that he just did that to me, with no remorse whatsoever. When visibly I said no, verbally I said no, stop it. You're hurting me. Ignored. Blatantly ignored. Yet he can pretend like everything was okay when my friend came back. I was shell-shocked, sitting at the computer. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. Before that, he has tried to kiss me, as mentioned. During the Indonesia leg of the trip, he did also attempt, and I pushed him away. I said no. During then, he respected my ignoring. Oh, no. No is a freaking universal word. 2 letters. No. I think that's pretty clear. So yeah. You did that to me. It has changed entirely my life because I lost not just a part of myself, I lost myself. I didn't know who I was anymore. You don't feel like there's an identity of anymore. You're caught in that constant trauma. You're caught in that constant reminder. Yet, here you are, saving your skin on the media saying that the allegations are not true. What allegations? We didn't call you. You called yourself out. What allegations, pray tell? If you have heart, then you should be upfront, admit your mistake, and tell people what you've done. Not hide behind like a coward. Not run to the media immediately and spread false news. Journalists, isn't it your duty to actually fact check before you report? All the things I've spoken here are facts. They were in the police report. They were publicly shared. If you want to look for it, it's there. There's always this saying that I keep hearing, oh, he has a family, so he can't be a perp. And this is precisely why there's so many of such cases. Isn't it scary? The thought that the person next to you might be a perp, a hidden perp, and you don't know it? I don't trust justice by criminal law, because in Australia, it is innocent until proven guilty. In Singapore, however, it is guilty until proven innocent. I don't know how it is in Jamaica. But I want to get this story out there. Get my story out there. How it has affected me. How it has made me to not even recognize myself. For 1.5 years, I was living in a dream where I don't exist. Where everything was reactionary. Where I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. I didn't want to shower. People couldn't touch me. I had to watch cartoons. I could only watch cartoons because the rest of things was so triggering. And let me tell you this, so many times, I thought about killing myself because I didn't know how it was going to work. I prayed for justice. I was a believer in justice. I believed in the police. But then I learned that the laws are here to protect the pups. Still, the power is with the people. It's up to every single individual to decide what is right. I don't know whether there are any other people who might be victims. Under his hand, I don't expect you to come forward and say anything. This is my choice. And the only thing I'm doing is honoring my own choices. To upfront and call him out. If you want to hear snippets of what exactly happened, you can find it in verse 2 of Not All That Glitters Is Gold. That was penned and written by my friend. That is now an anthem for survivors. Let's not talk about Me Too. Let's just talk about this very horrible concept of how many people are perps in disguise, of how many cases I've heard, of how many red tape survivors have to jump through to seek justice and redress for their own case. Yet people are so quick to dismiss. Either say this person dressed slutty, or this person is a certain way, or promiscuous. Sorry. Well, I'm none of that. I'm a straight individual with a 14 years stable relationship with my partner who has supported me throughout this whole thing. That this person, Richie Stevens, has blatantly ignored. This effect of what he has done does not just stop at me. You've created a wave of impact. You've hurt me, but then you've hurt my mother, who blames herself for letting me even go to Australia. You've hurt my partner, for not calling you out sooner or bashing you when you first did that to me in Singapore, by kissing me. You've hurt my friend, who treated you like a mentor, who wanted to really grow reggae, the scene in Asia, to represent Jamaica proper because she loves Jamaica. The many, many things that you've put on the line, that you've affected the lives of so many of my loved ones. It is also one of the reasons why I'm coming out to say this right now. A simple assault does not only affect the survivor. It never does. I'm not asking you to hold signs or picket rails. I simply want the truth to be known. I simply want my side of the story to be heard. And to come forward and tell you that all the things that he has accused or alleged that we actually did. We're Chinese girls wanting money. We were this, we were that. Not true. My friend organized the tour. She herself is her own established artist. No need clout. No clout needed. I have a life. I'm not some roadie on the road. Not only was I documenting, I was also helping with the administrative stuff. I was very much a part of my friend's team. We trusted you. I drew my boundary with you by calling you uncle. Because clearly, uncle means, yes, I acknowledge you're there, but you cannot touch me. I do not love you. I'm in love with my partner. And we've actually kept in contact the whole time throughout the tour. All the way until the incident happened, and that's when I disappeared and he knew something was up. You have a family. Yet, without a blink of an eye, you can still do that to me. You have a daughter. So who says just because you're a family man means you're a saint? These are just the things that I want people to think about. Again, these are all facts. Then you can look up. And I'm addressing just the other concerns that I've heard. The truth will be known. And in one way or another, You can't run from the truth. Thank you, everybody.